Coming up on First at 4, after a near-death experience, one man is released from a Southern Kentucky hospital just in time for Christmas. And bad weather greets holiday travelers across much of the country. What you need to know before you head out on the roads or in the air.
Plus, this warming trend continues through the Christmas holiday. Those details coming up as Mountain News First at 4 starts now.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News First at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Olivia Calfee. First at 4, one Southern Kentucky family says they are grateful their loved one's months-long stay at a hospital is coming to an end. David Eder suffered numerous serious conditions after he was admitted to Baptist Health Corbin, and today he went home. WYMT's Phil Pendleton has more on what people are saying is a remarkable story.
David Eder's time here at Baptist Health Corbin began in early September. His condition was described as extremely serious, at times extremely grave. His doctors say that it is truly a miracle that he is going home like this, and even more so just before Christmas. Eder went to Baptist Health for discomfort, but would end up a patient there for months. He had a mass on a bowel that was operated on, but he went septic and then it was put on a ventilator. He says he was out of it for more than 2 months. His kidneys shut down. His kidneys did return, and his doctor says that was a miracle alone. During rehabilitation, he could barely stand. He had to relearn a lot of things. But Wednesday, his friends and family joined him in joyous songs in the hospital's lobby as he went home.
You shared it with hundreds of other people that became thousands of people who were praying for me. People who don't know me, but they care about the people who shared it with them.
Well, Eder joked that he's probably not going to have a lot of time to shop before Christmas, but his family says that just having him home is all the gift they need. In Whitley County, Phil Pendleton, now back to you.
All right, thank you, Phil. Some folks across the mountains are contending with flu and COVID less than 1 week before the Christmas holiday. Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky has opened a new office in Letcher County. The rural health care provider now has locations in Letcher, Knott, Leslie, and Perry counties. CEO Barry Martin says they saw more than 180,000 patients last year.
It's very integral to their communities to have good safety net providers like rural health clinics and federally qualified health centers. And we're a rural health clinic, and we're the largest rural health clinic in Kentucky.
Primary Care Center's Letcher County location is near Pine Mountain Grill in Whitesburg. We will have more on what the healthcare provider hopes to bring in serving Letcher County tonight at 6.
We are tracking another picture-perfect day across the mountains on this Wednesday. Let's take a live look from Buffalo Mountain in Perry County. You can see plenty of blue sky and sunshine back in the distance, and those current temperatures also close to or above average in some areas, up to 50 in Jackson, also Somerset, 53 from Manchester, and 47 over in London. We should be in the upper 40s, so we are close to or above average in some areas on this Wednesday afternoon. And up on First Alert Pinpoint Doppler, you guessed it, high pressure continues to control the forecast. So once again, we are dry on the radar, and this high pressure system will continue to sit here for a few more days. So more dry weather on the way this evening, also on Thursday and Friday, but we are tracking a few changes by this weekend. But in the short term, once again, we are dry into this evening, but once the sun sets, those temperatures are cooler, back in the upper 30s and lower 40s, so you may need the jacket if you have any plans this evening. And once again, we are cold by Thursday morning. Low temperatures are close to freezing in the upper 20s and lower 30s, but a copy and paste forecast is on the way on Thursday. Once again, we are dry, and those temperatures back to near average in the upper 40s and lower 50s, but some 60s are on the way by Christmas Eve, also Christmas Day. Those details coming up in just a few minutes. Olivia?
All right, thank you, Cameron. There's bad weather across much of the country just 5 days before Christmas. Flood warnings are still in effect in 7 states after an intense and deadly storm pummeled the East Coast this week. and there could be more trouble ahead. Nancy Chen has more on the weather disruptions.
Entire communities remain underwater after this week's deadly storm system overwhelmed rivers and flooded roads up and down the East Coast.
It just looked like a big swimming pool, like everything was covered in just water.
First responders waded through the knee-high water to save people from inundated homes Tuesday. In Passaic County, New Jersey, hundreds were ordered to evacuate over concerns rescue teams would be unable to reach them as the floodwaters rise.
It was like white water rapids coming down the driveway right here.
Where the water has receded, emergency crews are repairing crumbled streets and down power lines. The worst of the system has moved on, but with more storms expected across the country in the coming days.
Winter weather will be a challenge. It will certainly be a challenge in the next few weeks.
Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg warned flights could be impacted for the 7.5 million people expected to hit the skies over the next 2 weeks.
We're taking additional steps to keep traffic safe and smooth over these holidays.
To accommodate more air traffic, the FAA said it's opening military airspace and about 170 new routes.
I don't want to jinx us, but so far, 2023 has seen the lowest cancellation rate in the last 5 years. Obviously, another test of that will be the results we get through Christmas and New Year's coming up right now.
Nancy Chen, CBS News, New York.
Coming up on First at 4, if you own a real tree, it will soon be time to move it out of the house. One Eastern Kentucky organization is working to collect old Christmas trees for the benefit of wildlife.
Plus, high pressure brings some more dry weather as we go into tonight. Your first alert forecast after this break.